Imagine a straight ramp leading up to the Great Pyramid. This ramp would transport massive blocks right to the top. But who are the people that built this incredible structure? What do we truly know about them? What do we know about how they accomplished this monumental task? The story of the Great Pyramid of Giza has been told for centuries. However, when examined closely, this narrative begins to unravel. We are told that the pharaoh Khufu built it around 2500 BCE. Using copper chisels and ropes, he supposedly employed 20,000 workers to move over 2 million stones into place within just 20 years. This version of events has been repeated for generations, yet the pyramid itself poses questions that history cannot answer. Consider the stones at its core. Some blocks weigh up to 80 tons, sourced from quarries hundreds of miles away. These stones were somehow lifted over 100 feet into the structure. Then there's the foundation, sprawling over 13 acres. It was leveled with such precision that even modern engineers find it challenging to replicate. Beyond that, the entire monument is aligned to true north with an accuracy that we can only achieve today using satellites. And finally, there's a hidden chamber, the size of an airplane hangar, that remains unexplored. For many archaeologists, these contradictions have no answers. But Graham Hancock refused to ignore them. Over 3 decades, he pursued clues, piece by piece, across continents, comparing monuments and studying alignments. He examined evidence dismissed by mainstream historians. Finally, he uncovered something that shook the world. A truth so shocking, it challenges everything we thought we knew about human civilization. So, who really built the Great Pyramid? To begin answering that, we must address a fundamental issue: the absence of Pharaoh Khufu himself. If the pyramid is his tomb, where is his name? Other pharaohs filled their burial chambers with hieroglyphics, prayers, and long messages from the Book of the Dead. Their names were carved into every wall, their glory etched into history. Yet inside the Great Pyramid, there is only silence. The walls are bare, and the chambers empty. Even the granite box in the king's chamber is undecorated. It is unsealed and has never contained a body, no mummy, no treasures, no evidence that Khufu, or anyone, was ever buried there. So, why do we credit the pyramid to Khufu at all? The answer lies in quarry marks discovered in 1837. Colonel Howard Weiss blasted his way into a hidden chamber above the king's chamber and claimed to have found red-painted symbols. These symbols included Khufu's name, but no one witnessed the discovery. Weiss was under pressure from rivals to make a breakthrough. His own notes contained contradictions. Hancock and others point out that if those marks were forged, the link to Khufu disappears. This leaves the Great Pyramid without a known builder, opening the door to an even bigger mystery. The precision of the pyramid itself is astounding. Hancock shows it is aligned to true north with an error of just 0.05 degrees. Not magnetic north, but true north, the kind of measurement we only achieve today with advanced instruments. Could ropes and copper tools have produced such remarkable accuracy? The evidence suggests otherwise. The base of the pyramid covers 13 acres, yet it is leveled to within less than an inch across the entire foundation. Even modern construction equipment would struggle to match such accuracy on this scale. Then there's the stonework. Many of the blocks are cut and placed so tightly that a razor blade cannot slip between them. Some joints are angled, others curved, locking together to bear the weight above. Could this really have been done with copper chisels? Experiments show it's impossible. Copper is far too soft to cut granite, and the tools were out almost instantly. Yet granite fills the pyramid, most dramatically in the king's chamber, where single blocks weigh up to 80 tons. These stones came from Aswan, 500 miles away. Imagine moving something the weight of a locomotive up the Nile. Dragging it across land and lifting it more than 150 feet into the structure. Even today, with cranes and machinery, engineers admit it's a challenge. The scale of the project makes the story even harder to believe. The pyramid contains 2.3 million blocks. To complete it in 20 years, builders would have to cut, transport, and set one block every 2.5 minutes. without pause, for 2 straight decades. Hancock points out that archaeologists have tried to replicate this process using ancient tools. They found it impossibly slow. The official timeline simply doesn't add up. To solve this, the ramp theory has long been the standard explanation. The idea is that huge ramps were built to drag stones upward as construction advanced. But to reach the top, such a ramp would have needed to stretch over a mile. It would have contained more material than the pyramid itself. Yet no trace of one has ever been found. Spiral ramps and pulley systems have also been suggested, but again, no evidence exists. The truth is, no one knows how the stones were moved and placed. Inside the pyramid, the mysteries deepen further. The Grand Gallery rises with flawless symmetry, its sloping passageway unlike anything else in Egyptian architecture. The king's chamber is reinforced by 5 hidden relieving chambers above it, stacked with granite beams. These beams weigh up to 50 tons each to absorb pressure from the mass above. Why design such complex engineering for a tomb? Hancock argues it was never meant to be a tomb at all. He points to the mathematics embedded in its design. The ratio of its height to its base reflects the value of pi. Its proportions mirror the solar year and the equinoxes, even hinting at the curvature of the Earth. Too many details align to dismiss them as coincidence. To Hancock, the Great Pyramid is more than a monument, it is a message in stone, deliberately built to carry knowledge across time. This raises another puzzle. Why did the pyramids that followed decline so drastically in quality? If the builders of Egypt truly mastered such advanced techniques, why could they never replicate it? Many later pyramids are unstable, crumbling, or reduced to heaps of stone. Instead of progress, the record shows regression. The simplest explanation is the most unsettling. The Egyptians may have never built the Great Pyramid at all. If the Great Pyramid was inherited, then when was it really built? To answer that question, Hancock turns to geology. Beside the pyramid complex sits the Great Sphinx, whose body bears erosion unlike anything else on the plateau. In the 1990s, geologist Robert Chalk studied it and concluded the weathering was caused not by desert winds, but by heavy rainfall. Yet, Egypt has not seen such rainfall for over 10,000 years. This suggests the Sphinx may date back to around 10,500 BCE. If the Sphinx is that old, the pyramids themselves could belong to the same forgotten era. The stars seem to confirm this. The 3 pyramids of Giza are not laid out in a perfect line, the smallest is offset. That offset mirrors the stars of Orion's belt. When astronomers run the sky backward in time, the alignment matched not in 2500 BCE, but in 10,500 BCE, the same pyramid indicated by the Sphinx's erosion. 2 very different lines of evidence. One etched in stone and one written in the stars, both point to the same distant past. Coincidence? Hancock believes not. He argues that the builders designed the Giza Plateau as a reflection of the heavens, a star map carved into the earth itself. So, who were they? Hancock's answer is that they were survivors of a lost civilization. Around 12,800 years ago, Earth suffered a sudden climate catastrophe known as the Younger Dryas. Evidence suggests fragments of a comet may have struck the planet, unleashing floods, fire, and chaos. Entire cultures were wiped away, but some survived, carrying fragments of their knowledge into the future. This, Hancock argues, is why echoes of the same patterns appear all over the world. Pyramids rise in Mexico, temples stand in Cambodia, megaliths dot Turkey. Even civilizations separated by oceans built in similar ways. Align their monuments to the stars and encoded geometry we only rediscovered in modern times. To Hancock, these are not coincidences. He calls them fingerprints of the gods, lasting traces of a world that once existed. A civilization erased from memory but remembered in stone. The Great Pyramid itself still hides secrets. In 1993, a robot exploring a shaft found a small stone door with copper fittings, but what lies beyond has never been revealed. In 2017, scientists used muon scanning to peer inside. they discovered a massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery. This void is so large it could fit a passenger jet. But to this day, it has not been explored. Why? Hancock argues these discoveries are suppressed because they would force history to be rewritten. So, what was the pyramid's purpose? Was it a tomb, or was it something else? The silence inside, the impossible precision, the astronomical design, and the hidden chambers all suggest a different story. Hancock believes it was not a tomb at all, but a time capsule. A monument meant to last through floods, wars, and disasters, a message from a forgotten civilization carved into stone. It is proof we are a species with amnesia. We have forgotten our past, and the Great Pyramid is the key to remembering. So, who really built the Great Pyramid? Was it truly the work of Pharaoh Khufu and his workers, or the legacy of a lost civilization? Wiped out in a global cataclysm? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, so we can keep unraveling the world's greatest mysteries together.